Good morning. My name is Jessica Stanley. I'm our regional overdose prevention specialist. I work for the Metro Drug Coalition, but I am under a grant called the State Opioid Response. So what we're in the communities to do is be able to provide education about opioids, stimulants, and overdose prevention. And then we also distribute Narcan, Cloxoto, and fentanyl test strips within our regions. They call us ropes. So we have ropes that cover all 95 counties in the state of Tennessee. And it kind of looks different depending on each region. So I'm an individual in long-term recovery. I'm a certified peer recovery specialist and a certified young adult peer support specialist. So peer support plays
Hey, Jacqueline.
I'm sorry. Oh, she didn't mean to do that.
Exit, yeah.
So peer support plays a really big role in what we do in the communities. We work with a lot of individuals who are actively using substances. They may be seeking recovery. They may be utilizing harm reduction. They may be in recovery and need support. So that kind of leads us to the Gateway. So the Gateway is a new project of the Metro Drug Coalition. We opened in September of last year. And we've provided over 17,000 services so far. So what we do there is individuals, again, that are either seeking recovery or they're in recovery and need support. That is a living, breathing place that they can come in and let us know basically what they need. So a lot of people ask us, like, what does this look like? And we don't really know. It depends on the day. It depends on the individuals that come in. Every single person that walks through the door has a different need that has to be met or is under a different circumstance in life. So everything looks really different. But I have not seen individuals come in that have not had the need met. So we also do a large amount of community outreach. So a lot of that is direct street outreach. So we do that in a lot of camps of unhoused individuals. We partner with different places that see different types of camps. One of our biggest ones obviously is around the corner from most of us, where Carm is, right there under the bridge. That's one that we have done consistently over the past 3 years. And that's just because that's one place that we have built a lot of relationships. A lot of individuals know us there and they trust us. So that's something that we have been able to continue. And so because of that, they have kind of been able to point us in different directions of where some camps may be or where some individuals are needing services. And so that is something that we can meet the need of. So we also at the coalition, we have 3 different types of things under our entire umbrella. So we do primary prevention, harm reduction, and recovery support. So it's a very large range of individuals that we do serve. We work with all of our colleges. We work with most of our nonprofit agencies. And so it's really something that is just, it's an entire resource for our entire community. So whatever the need may be by an organization or an individual, we typically can meet that need. And then our job is also to be resource brokers. So if we cannot meet that need, our job is to be able to get them to what organization or what individual can meet that need for them. So I will make sure that I leave my contact information. So that way, if that is something like if your organization wants Narcan trainings, we also do fentanyl basics trainings. We can do like the overdose crisis as a whole. And it kind of basically just talks about like what's going on rather than going into specifically a training of some sort. But we have like ACEs and trauma-informed care. We can do compassion, fatigue, and burnout. Prevention hosts a lot of trainings as well. So it is something that if it's anything like tobacco, alcohol, and drug, youth related, please reach out to us because we want to make sure that that is something that is getting into the community. All the trainings that we provide are completely free to the community. We all work under grants. So that's one of the biggest questions is like, well, how much would it cost us? And, what do we need to pay in order to be able to get these resources? And so that's the really cool thing about MDC is we are able to provide all that for free. And so Bethany just posted the information in the chat. Bethany Lemon, she's on here and she works for MDC as well. Today we have our community coalition meeting at 11:30. And so that is at the Gateway. We're doing an anti-stigma training. So the address is posted there as well. It's 530 West 5th Avenue. So even if you're not registered and that's something that you're interested in, please join us. We always love having new community members as well. And so I guess that's kind of basically like my spiel. So do we want to like open that up for questions, or what would you like, Nate?
No, yes, please. A lot of resources there. Love to invite any questions for Jessica.
I'll also post in here the information. We have Overdose Awareness Day coming up on August 31st. So most of our partners are already involved in that. But if that's something that is new to you and you're not familiar with, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. It will be at World's Fair Park from 5 to 9. And it is a free public event. So we would love to have you all with us as well.
Well, this is Erin. Hi, Jessica. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. It's nice to see you.
I was thinking to say, long time no see.
Yeah. So I'm wondering at the Gateway, do you have any numbers on like how many of the individuals who are coming into the Gateway and being served, how many are homeless?
So we do not specifically. However, that is broken down into some of our individual reporting. So that possibly could be something that Courtney may be able to pull some together for. But what we try to do is to make it comfortable for everyone coming in. We don't want to make it so much data collection to where they don't really want to be there. So basically what they do is they check in on just like a basic tablet, and it just says like, what are you here for? Are you here to volunteer? Are you here for a meeting? Are you here for a training? Things like that. And so that way we can kind of keep it very comfortable on the front end, and then we collect additional data on the back end. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I'm wondering too, do you see like most people coming in, are they looking for treatment resources, or do you see a lot of people also looking for harm reduction?
So we see a lot of both. So what I will tell you is the main number of individuals that we are serving, the largest portion of individuals that we're serving on the Gateway side are unhoused unhoused individuals, or they need indigent care. So that is something that is the largest portion that we do see. One of the biggest ones is treatment referrals, and probably right behind that would be recovery support housing. And then behind that, I would say like long-term housing.
Got it. I would love to talk more offline about how y'all try to serve that need. Because the Office of Housing Stability, I don't know, I probably shouldn't say it in such a large group of people, but my dream is for us to have a housing navigation program, which I think could be a huge resource to your team.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you just want to get with me, I would love to be able to talk some more.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Amen to that connection.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going to leave about 15 more seconds of awkward silence just in case there's other questions.
Question.
Yes, please.
How many of those people that you're serving or coming to your program maybe are veterans?
Not a large amount. We do see veterans, but typically there are some other established programs that have already been around in the community for quite some time that do get the heaviest flow of those veterans. Sometimes if they don't necessarily have those resources, they do come to us. But I would say it's definitely a smaller portion of veterans that we serve.
I asked that because myself and my coworker that's also on here in Montana, Yates, we are the new outreach social workers with the VA, and so we are partnering with the various community agencies to kind of help serve that population that are homeless.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do serve veterans, and we do have plenty of resources for veterans. So if there's something that we can help with, it's not just like a choice to not serve as many veterans, if that makes sense. It's just there's a lot of established resources that are in place. So if we can ever help, please let us know.
Yeah, we're just here just also to be a help to you. So if a veteran come through and they need a little more, then you can always also reach out to us and refer to us, and we'll assist with that as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Well, wonderful. Thank you, Jessica. Thanks also to folks reaching out with your comments and questions and encouragements and burgeoning connections. Look forward to seeing where all this goes. So glad you could join today.